The topic that we are going to see here is software engineering phases. Okay, so what is the software engineering phase? This phases means the different steps that has been carried out while developing a software, that is called as software development life cycle. So usually it is divided into 7 different phases, that is requirement gathering, analysis, design, implementation or coding, testing, deployment and maintenance. So this is the pictorial representation of the 7 phases of software development life cycle. As you know, this is the planning phase, then the requirement phase, then comes the designing or prototyping phase, software development phase, testing and deployment and operation and maintenance phase. We'll be seeing this one by one. The first phase is planning. So planning includes every planning from cost to the labor, number of persons, those who are going to involve in software development, and the timetable has been created, okay, with the target or the goals, okay, and how much material cost is being involved. Everything is planned in this phase. Okay, so the main scope and purpose of the application is decided here itself, and there is an important document called SRS document, that is software requirement specification document, is involved here. So what this SRS document have is what actually the software will do and how it will be accomplishing that action, that how it is going to accomplish that goal. Everything is decided or recorded in this SRS document. It actually gives the functionality the software needs to fulfill, okay, based on the stakeholder, that is the business people or the user, okay, based on their need, how it is going to fulfill. It will be recorded in SRS document. What actually this SRS document have is a purpose, an overall description and the specific requirement. Okay, the second phase here is defining requirements. So this is a part of planning. Okay, it determines what are all the requirements of the user, because only for the end user, only for the stakeholder, we are going to develop a software. So what is actually their requirement will be recorded from them. Okay, through Q&A or through Delphi method, they'll get a questionnaire and they'll get the answer from the end user. Okay, so for an example, if the project is for a social media application, then obviously what are the requirements, okay, they need will be recorded here. So what we need to develop a social media application is, they need a set of friends and they need internet. Okay, these are all the requirements. They'll be like deciding on what are all the requirements just for developing the software here. Okay, the third one is designing and prototyping. So this design phase, it has certain aspects. Okay, designing actually focuses on module creation. What are all the aspects that we need to design will be carried out here. So there are 6 different aspects. The first one is architecture. As we know, architecture is the overall design of the software. The second aspect is user interface. This defines how the end user will interact with the system or the software, will be decided here. And then the third one is platform. In which platform is this software actually going to work? Okay, will be decided. The fourth one is programming. Which programming language will be selected by the software engineer or the person who is going to develop? Okay, is decided here. The fifth one is communication. Okay, what will be the communication model? Either it is a client server model or it's a desktop based programming software. Okay, that will also be decided here. And then the security. Okay, so which type of cryptographical thing they are going to use, which type of encoding and decoding is carried out. Either it has password protection or there is secured storage is available, or is all these things needed by the user in the software designing, they'll fix here. And prototyping is also important here, because prototyping means creating a model that gives you a rough figure about the software. Gives a, it's just a model, okay, on which you can actually check on, where either it will be, if based on the requirements the particular software is developed, either it is going to satisfy or it is not going to satisfy. It can be easily predicted by this prototyping model. Okay, the fourth one is software development. So software development means this comes right after the designing phase. After designing, okay, it needs to be um, changed into a coding based on the program, or based on the programming language they have already decided. They will develop the software. Okay, and there are two types of projects: small scale project and large scale project. In small scale project, a number of developers is okay to develop it, but for a large scale project they need a group of people. With a team lead, they need a group of team members to accomplish that project. Okay, and they will be provided with um, access control or source code management application, okay, is needed. They will be provided with that. Okay, that gives easy working uh, phase for them. Okay, and these systems help developers track changes to the code, because there is coding managed here. Okay, so there will be certain team projects will be there. The coding reusability is also actually implemented here, and also the software developers will be given reviews. Okay, they will be they'll be having a lot of meetings in between. Why they are having meetings and reviews in between in this phase is, if suddenly accidentally, if one or two developers move from the project also, it should not affect the software development. If another one person comes, by seeing the explanations and the documentation, they can carry the project further. Okay, so that's why the documentation is also carried out in this phase. Fifth one is testing. Okay, testing is actually an important phase in the software development life cycle, because without testing, your project will be having a lot of errors. That is not affordable here, because the user needs a project that will be error free. Okay, so testing, it ensures that each function of your project works correctly, and this different part of the application should be tested, because only when we test will be will be getting a confidence like it will work correctly. Okay, and why we do these testing is for user satisfaction and for a better usage rate. Sixth one is deployment. So the deployment phase, what is this carried out is, the application is made available to the user. That is the only thing done here. And after this deployment phase, what comes is operation and maintenance phase. So in this operation and maintenance phase, the application is actually already done, finished, right? So in this phase, the user will if there is any errors, they will be discovering the bugs. Okay, and if the testing is proper, then there won't be errors and it will be a satisfiable project for them. And apart from finding bugs or errors, if they need an improved version of the particular software, that can also be carried out here. Okay, with additional features they can add, they can reuse it.